to the entertainment Talking Sports.
What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. Well, in this video, I'm actually going to be talking about a Dallas Cowboy, but I'll talk briefly about how it's going to affect the New York Giants and the NFC East as a whole, and of course the Dallas Cowboys. When I think about the Dallas Cowboys, ever since I've been alive, I was born in '85. I think about the offensive line. In the '90s, they had, arguably the best offensive line of all time, and their offensive line over the last 5 or 6 years has been as good as any teams in the sport. And the reason for that is because they've invested in players like Zach Martin and Travis Frederick. Travis Frederick is a former first-round pick. The Dallas Cowboys have spent 3 first-round picks on this offensive line to support it, to be able to provide for guys like Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, and make no mistakes about it. At least in terms of the offense, that is what this team is built around. Yes, they have a supreme running back, but these guys are the guys that fill the holes. Travis Frederick was only going to be 29 years old next year. And obviously this is a big loss. It's not, it's not like I'm happy that he's retiring. I mean, obviously it's going to help the New York Giants and the rest of the NFC East, but he does have some kind of immune, disorder. So I wish him nothing but the best of luck in retirement. And the Dallas Cowboys were going to have to fill a huge hole. Even the biggest Dallas Cowboys optimist cannot paint a pretty picture with this. There's no doubt about it. This guy missed the entire season in 2018. In that year, the Dallas Cowboys offensive line definitely regressed. Now, they made the playoffs because they got hot at the end of the year. The offensive line, even though they missed the playoffs this year, got significantly better with his return, which only makes sense. He's one of the best centers in the sport. He's made 5 Pro Bowls in his last 5 seasons that he's played, if you take away the 2018 season in which he missed the entirety of the year. This year, he only surrendered 1 sack and only committed 1 penalty in over 1,100 snaps. In 2017, the previous year where he played a full 16-game slate, he didn't surrender any sacks. So he has not surrendered, he's only surrendered 1 sack in his last 32 games combined. And he's one of the biggest, pillars of that offensive line. And like I said, it's what they build that team around. And now the question, if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, is what do you do? Does this change the outlook of your first-round pick, or certainly of your second-round pick? I don't think they would take a center in the first, but maybe they shift the guard over to center. Who knows? But, most people have them going with a cornerback or a safety there. That may still be the case, but I would expect them to try to attack a center in the second round, especially a team like the Dallas Cowboys, who emphasizes the offensive line more than anybody. And that's something that I always give them credit for. Now, how is this going to help the New York Giants? Well, it's common sense. They just lost arguably their best offensive lineman. If he's not their best, he's right there. I mean, he's an incredibly important piece to that Dallas Cowboys offense. And, obviously the New York Giants' strength is the interior defensive line. And this should help the Giants when they play the Cowboys. And yeah, I mean, with what Dallas has lost this offseason, between Byron Jones, between Robert Quinn, between Randall Cobb, Dallas lost a lot. And I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to be taking a step back, and it might not be getting much prettier when you have to give Dak Prescott $35 to $40 million, and he's already threatening to hold out. And when they don't have a center to block for him the way he's done in the past, and now Dak's going to eat up some cap space. Cooper's eating up some cap space. It's not going to be easy to fill the holes. All pro offensive linemen don't grow on trees, and Travis Frederick was certainly one of them. I expect the Philadelphia Eagles to be the favorite going into the season, but the Cowboys have definitely came back to the pack with the unexpected retirement of Frederick. Are they still favored over the Giants? Probably. They still have more veteran players, but the Giants have definitely caught up, as have the Redskins. This is going to be a much more competitive division than people, I think, initially anticipated. Yes, the Eagles brought in some nice pieces with Darius Slay, but they certainly lost a lot of depth. Not to mention they have a quarterback that, if the wind blows the wrong way, he could be out for 5 games. So this division could be up for grabs next season, and maybe the Giants start to build quicker than people think. I'm still going to be patient. I'm still going to be diligent. I'm not going to go over the top with my predictions to tell you guys that we're winning the division. But I can't lie to you and tell you that this doesn't help our chances. Travis Frederick was one of the 4 or 5 most important players on that Dallas Cowboys football team. They built around the offensive line. They planned their future around the offensive line that they had in place. And now they're going to have to rebuild 1/3 of it. Make no mistake about it. They built it around those 3 players. And Frederick will retire due to that immune, disorder. And hopefully, he has a happy retirement. He has a happy life. And hopefully the Dallas Cowboys do not find a player nearly as good as him, because I was sick of going up against you guys with him at the center. As always, guys, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.